afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. And everybody on the West Coast, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And everybody else in between this great big beautiful country of ours, how the hell you doing? What's up? What do you know? What do you say? I didn't scare the cat away today. She's licking her ass. Cool. You go for it, girl. Okay, it's not a kid show. It's for adults only. I'm going to start off right quick because there's a good tweet here and it's got some foul language in it. So anyway, you got any rugrats, crumb munchers running around? Put the rest to bed. They should be in school. Or, if it's nice outside, kick their ass outside. It was cold this morning. Cold this morning. It was 29 degrees, 28 degrees already. Man, it's November 4th. It's just like, no. No. We ain't having this. No cold weather yet. Insane. So anyway. Okay. Where am I at? Okay. Not a kid show, right? So get their ass, PlayStation, Xbox, get them away. They can't be hearing this stuff. So the reason I'm out of breath, good question, is because I had to, what's going on here? I keep, okay, so I do that. So anyway, do that. You ever run into that shit where you gotta, like 2 minutes, 5 minutes before you have to go to a doctor's office or do something, you have to take a shit? Or, taking a leak isn't too bad. Because you could shoot that out pretty quick. But when you got a shit, well, with me, taking a leak takes a little bit of, not long, just, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And like 2 minutes before, had to come on the air. Guess who had to take a piss? And I knew I wasn't going to be able to make it for the full half hour. And I have to excuse myself and leave you guys hanging. So I didn't do that. I went and took a piss. And ran myself out of breath. But I made it. So anyway, here we go. Twitter news. Amy Lynn, a wonderful lady. I haven't seen her for a while, and finally she's started coming back on my feed, and which I'm very happy about because she's really good. And here's her tweet today. Papa John's founder blames the elite left for dwindling sales. No, it's because the founder is a fucking racist who wants to eat racist pizza. Amen. Vinny's vote mattered. And she's replying, circular cardboard cutouts with a red substance and cheese-like product does not qualify as pizza. More like pizza shite. Exactly. And Dale Edwards says, I'll have the large deep dish supremacist pizza. God. Here you go. Here's a good. Which male singer, Muriel says this, and Maureen Hanaway replied, which male singer has the best voice of all time? I don't know. This one says Bobby Hatfield. Let's see what more. Kick-Ass Photography Official says, so many others I could mention here that others might not know about, as well as those that might. Tim Dry, Sean Crawford, Fat Gadget, Dave Bowie, George Michael, Freddie Mercury, Enya, Debbie Harry, Susie Sue, Susie Quattro, Toya Wilcox. How about Zoe Brisky? I'm serious, Zoe Brisky. If you want to hear a great female voice, listen to MonValleyRadio.com. fantastic. Or go to my feed with tweets and go all the way down. You'll find it. Great, great singer. As a matter of fact, she's having a audition today. A virtual audition with The Voice. So cross your fingers, folks. We almost got her American Idol. She got all the way to like second audition with American Idol with executive producers and stuff, but it didn't work. And that's how good she is. And almost got her in for the final open auditions, but I just didn't catch it. I was a day late, and I wasn't really a day late. I emailed on time, but it was the day before the day you had to have it in, and she went ahead and she didn't get the email in time or something, and anyway, but hopefully she makes it. I told her, you go, girl, because she's really good. Here I get artists sending me stuff all the time. Every day my mailbox got 4 or 5 artists. Can you put this up? Can you put this up? Can you put this up? And then I got to send back to them. Well, here's what we got to do. There's a code so that they can get paid. And it's called an ISRC code. And it's an international code, so wherever they're at, if I have that code, when I do my reporting and put that code in, they get paid. Quicker. They'll still get paid one way or another, but this pays out quicker for them. So they don't have to wait for, like Sound Exchange or to look up. And sorry, I'm yawning. Look up and try to find them so that they can pay them, because that's almost like your employee ID. Let's put it that way. It's like an employee ID, that they automatically see that employee ID, they punch it in the computer, and bang, 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 and it goes into their payroll, how they get paid. So, and I tell them, hey, look, there's a couple things I need before I can play this music. I need the ISRCs, and I need a cover picture to put up when the music's playing. And damn near everybody does it. But then you get a couple guys like, well, you could pull it off the master. No, we can't. Or you can pull it off SoundCloud. No, we can't. On SoundCloud, I am not going to pay to download an artist's song for me to play it for them so that they can make money. No. You want your song played? Send me, put it on Google, Google Drive, whatever, so I can go up there and just go ahead and pull it down. Any other way, if you could fit it into an attachment, attach it to me. And then other ones say, well, you can pull it off the master. Well, I don't have the master, and there's no way for internet radio stations to pull the ISRCs off of master because we can't. Period. We just can't do it. So and I told the guy flat out, I says, look, it's fine with me. If you don't want to send me the ISRC, that's fine. We just won't play your freaking music. That's how frustrated he got me. And I'm like, he even tried to argue with me. I'm like, boy, just like Jarhead Pap said, man, I was doing this shit when you were the sperm on your granddaddy's freaking lap. When your dad was the sperm on your that thing. When your daddy was a sperm on your grandpappy's lap. Or in your grandmother's mouth. One or the other. Some people just don't get it. Others, fantastic. Zobrisky, boom. She's been around the block a couple times, knowing her shit. And hey, that is so freaking helpful. That is so freaking helpful. You know? Zan Harold, she's another one. She's got a good voice and everything else, and she's moving around. She's you know, soul and progressive, dubstep. She does them all. She's a good singer. I'm trying to get stuff for her too. So, and then I get these foreign ones. I get upset with some of these guys with the electronic music because they get a beautiful singer in their music, and I'm like, okay, well, who's the singer? Oh, that's nobody. No, it's not nobody. That person has a beautiful singing voice. Who is it? It was a contract. It was a contract singer for my song. And I'm like, okay, who's the fucking singer? They don't know. It's nuts. It's nuts. And some of these artists, contract singers, man, some of them are really good. There's nothing I could do about it. Here, this guy's getting paid because he already paid the contract singer to sing in his music. He already paid them one time probably. Where if he would have listed that person, every time that song would have played, that person would have gotten paid. So, and that's why I wanted that person's name. So I could put that person in with him. So, it's just, you know, it's just life in the music world. What's all this shit? Okay. Tea Room Betty, so tomato soup. Does anyone still eat it? Oh boy, I got me chili. I had delivery day. And this person is fantastic. My delivery person, I'm not going to say what company. I'm not going to say where. But this person is fantastic. Because when I order shit and it says they ain't got it, she'll find it. I'm serious. Fantastic. Fantastic. It does everything. This delivery service is so good. I'm not going to tell you. No, not the delivery service. This person is so good. Puts all my shit away. Takes a real interest in how I am. Fantastic lady. Fantastic. You think the majority of people wouldn't give you 2 cents. They'd come in, dump your shit, and leave, you know, but not this one. She's a gem. She's a gem. I love her to death. She's a gem. Oh, boy. Yep. So, I'm just big silence here, folks. Can't be doing that shit. Oh, boy. Okay. Russia took advantage while we slept. The Atlantic. November 4th. That's today. La la la. Am I By failing to offer realistic alternatives, the U.S. and Europe have left another region to the tender mercies of a predatory power. Guess who? This month marks the first anniversary of the ceasefire in the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan, the second between the two countries over the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh in the southern Caucasus. I've had my Southern Caucasus worked on, by the way. Just October 29th. Bladder cancer, folks. Okay. The first war ended in 1994, also with a ceasefire. Then the two sides agreed that the United States, France, and Russia would co-chair a negotiating process for a lasting solution. In 2012, I was asked to be the U.S. representative in that process, although the job's official mandate laid out basic principles for any solution, among others that any peacekeeping force would be multilateral. I found that there were some unwritten understandings as well. One of those was that Moscow and Washington had agreed that the peacekeeping force would not include the two superpowers. The warring sides also agreed to this. I discovered this before one of my first negotiating meetings, when a senior Azerbaijan official took me aside and told me that allowing Russian troops in Nagorno-Karabakh would be a red line for them too, because as he put it, once Russian peacekeepers arrive, they never leave. No doubt about Georgia and Moldova, where Russian peacekeepers have become occupiers, would agree. So this is a pretty interesting article. Apparently the United States missed the boat, or did they? Maybe, maybe not. So that's theatlantic.com. That was today. Reuters. You say Reuters, I say Reuters. And it's not Rotor-Rooter. Lithuania says its rocky ties with China are a wake-up call for Europe. This was yesterday. Oh, no, today. November 4th, 4:02 a.m. See, God bless them journalists, man. They're up all the time with the editors and saying, man, got to do my story. Do my story, man. Do my freaking story, man. Before I get... Okay, so Washington, November 3rd, Reuters. Reuters, China's liquid. Where'd that come from? It's Mangled News. I say this every day, and it's in the title. You know, when you come here, you're going to get some fucked up news. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Names mangled, freaking words mangled, shit mangled. You know why? Because my brain moves faster than my fucking mouth. And I don't exercise it. So, anyway. China's treatment of Lithuania is a wake-up call for Europe. Lithuania's district. See? Deputy Foreign Minister said on Wednesday, calling for the European Union to be united in dealings with Beijing. China demanded in August that Lithuania withdraw its ambassador in Beijing after Taiwan announced that its office in Vilnius would be called the Taiwanese Representative Office in Lithuania. Not Lithuania, Lithuania. Lithuania. The country of about 3 million people this year also withdrew from a 17+1 dialogue mechanism between China and some Central and Eastern European countries, which the United States sees as an effort by Beijing to divide European diplomacy. Trade disruptions sparked by the tensions have posed a risk to Lithuanian economic growth. I'm getting my professional voice going on here. I think it is a wake-up call in many ways, especially for fellow Europeans, to understand that if you want to defend democracy, you have to stand up for it. Lithuanian Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs Arnoldas Prankevičius, told a security forum in Washington. How many times I got to say this? I'm not no fucking Walter Cronkite, all right? I don't get no heads up on these words. China is trying to make an example out of us, a negative example, so that other countries don't necessarily follow that path, and therefore it's a matter of principle how Western community, the United States, and European Union reacts, he said. Oh, here we go. China, which claims to democratically govern Taiwan as its own territory, is regularly angered by any moves that might suggest the island is a separate country. Only 15 countries have formal diplomatic ties with Taiwan. So if you want to read the rest of this article, very interesting. Very interesting. The shit with China is gearing up. I don't know. And here's the bad part about it. Xi, the leader of that frickin' country, isn't old. I mean, he isn't like real old. He isn't like... Let me fix this shit. He isn't like death old. You know, so you got some hope, like in a couple years, you know, he might croak, you know, kick the bucket. Something like that. You know, and there'll be a new leader that might be a little bit better. No. No. That's just not happening, folks. Just not happening. Oh, I don't understand. So I think, you know, your children are going to have to deal with this joker if he doesn't start World War III. See, I'm even calling World War I, II, III. World War III. They've been talking about World War III ever since freaking Korea. Maybe even after World War II. They were talking about World War III with Russia. Well, it ain't going to be Russia, bub. The bad thing about it is we got to be very careful that Russia and China don't get too chummy. That they get, you know, they probably are already. Anything, and that's the problem with this country right now. You have a lot of Russian influence in things that are said and done. Money, where are they getting all this money? Back when the wall came down, they were totally a wreck. They had no money. They had nothing. They had nothing. They were crushed. That's when the Cold War ended, I think. And look at them now. Where do they get all that money from? Who knows? Who the hell knows? Oh, boy. Where are we at now? See, they got fillers for this. They got what's called commercials. And I don't have any commercials. I mean, I do on the radio, but I don't play them while I try to figure out what the hell am I going to do next. Okay, here we go. Gold Ranga says, the media punishes Joe Biden in a way that would make Trump blush. I'm confused why Joe gets the backlash Trump didn't receive. And Linda says, blame him for not getting Build Back Better passed. That it somehow influenced the elections on Tuesday. Have they forgotten about his huge rescue plan and COVID vaccine mandates and distribution? Had Trump been reelected, would there be zero bills for the American people? This is true. This is very true. Very true. I'm not doing sports. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not doing sports. No. Grant Stern is vaxxed. Okay, Grant. A gallon of milk costs $3.64 on average in America right now, and nowhere in America has a gallon of milk averaged $1.99 in America this year. The source is the USDA. The reason is he's responding to Breonna Taylor A gallon of milk was $1.99. Now it's $2.79. When you buy 12 gallons a week times 4 weeks, that's a lot of money. Yeah, they're drinking that pus-filled great value milk. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, what is this pus-filled great value? Oh, that great value, isn't that? That's freaking Walmart stuff, right? No. Pus-filled great value milk. Well, I'm sorry, folks, but I drink I drink great values. When I go to the store, I grab that lactate free. Lactate, man, it's something that never bothered me before. Never bothered me. Now it's just like, oh my God, tears my stomach up. And I used to be a big milk drinker too. Gibby wants justice. My niece, a registered Dem, showed up to vote in Virginia. They gave her a ballot and then asked her if she wanted a red voting guide. That is what's going on, folks. That's not, see, oh my God, that is like, man, you talk about eye-openers. Holy crap. No wonder the son of a bitch won. You just think about these old people that go in there. Do you want a red guide? They're like, oh yeah, we'll take a red guide. You know, and then they go to vote. Oh, red guide says vote for this one. Okay, let's vote for this one. Son of a bitch. Oh, that needs reported, man. I'm sorry, but if that's true, that needs reported. I don't know who they would report it to. Shit places all red. The Atlantic yesterday. The Virginia results aren't the victory Trump thinks they are. Glenn Youngkin won without going full MAGA and showed the possibility of a party that isn't Trump's any longer. There you go. You only got 2 minutes with me. Yeah, less than that now. Last night's elections were fantastic news for the Republican Party, a disastrous for the Democratic Party, and a mixed verdict for Donald Trump. In winning the Virginia gubernatorial race, Republican Glenn Youngkin and other successful GOP candidates in the Old Dominion and elsewhere nodded toward the kinds of themes that the former president has accentuated. After all, it's his party now, but in winning, while keeping Trump at arm's length, Youngkin also showed the possibility of a party that isn't Trump's any longer. Cool. Perhaps that's why Trump's initial election night comments on the race were muted, at least by his standards. I would like to thank my base for coming out in force and voting for Glenn Youngkin, he said in a statement. Without you, he would not have been close to winning. The MAGA movement is bigger and stronger than ever before. He seemed to have a lot more fun roasting the Democratic candidate. It is looking like Terry McAuliffe's campaign against a certain person named Trump has very much helped Glenn Youngkin. All McAuliffe did was talk Trump, and he lost. He wrote in a second statement, I didn't even have to go rally for Youngkin because McAuliffe did it for me. See, even he admits, he even admits people that root for him lose. How dumb is that? That's pretty cool, huh? Oh my God, I got 30 seconds left. What are we going to do in 30 seconds? Beaverlicious says, steal my tweet. And Leona Lioness says, seriously, I was about to do this for the same reason. Great minds. Okay, time's up, folks. I had a good show. It's pretty good. I didn't piss myself because I went, okay, goodbye. Yeah. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's see. Oh, boy. Got to say goodbye to the radio people and then say goodbye to you. Okay, so let's go over here and do this and push this and do that. Let's do that and let's do this. And we're over here and we're doing this. And where'd my thing go? There it is. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye. You guys have a good day. Be careful. Don't get that run, okay? And I'm going to try to fix my voice someday. Be careful, have a good day. What's going on with this damn? Hey, what's going on here? What the hell? What the hell? All right, let's go. Up, see you. Oh, bye. Hey. Oh.